Uh, See, basically what we are seeing here on the chart, you need to understand the market structure. You need to understand, first thing that you need to understand is the market structure, how the market works, how price moves on a daily basis. So the price doesn't go up in a unilateral direction. The price will not always be going up, or will always not be going down, or will never remain in one area, which is in the flat side. This is not how the market moves. So as you see on the screen, you see the price moves up and down. Now, what has happened is in the early 1900s, there was this person called Dow Jones, and he came up with a charting pattern which says, like, when market moves, it moves in a wave form. So what does the wave indicate? What does the wave indicate? Okay, if you look at the waves, any chart, when we look at the waves first forms a point. From there, it comes to a low. It makes a low, then it makes a high again. Now, when it makes a low again, we are seeing whether it is lower than the previous low, right? Now, if you see here, it is made a low here. You can see the price has made a low here. The next low, is it higher than the previous low? Then that is called as a higher low. If it is lower than the previous low, then it is called as a lower low. How do we see this? If I take a trend line and connect these points, this is higher compared to the previous low, and you will see the price is lower than the previous low, right? That is what this labeling is all about. Now, when it makes a high, is it higher than the previous high, or is it lower than the previous high? So if we see here, this is a higher high. This point here is a lower high. And the next high the price made is also a lower high, lower than the previous high. So you see there is a pattern that forms. Now, these lows and highs that we are marking can also be considered as swing points, right? We can call them as swing points. Okay. Now, it is generally thought that if the previous swing, either high or low, is broken, then the price will go in that direction. This is an earlier perception. It does not apply in all scenarios, but you can also see that it happens many a times. Like, for example, here, right? This, we saw a previous swing high here. This was a lower high. The trend is considered that it has changed if this high is taken out by the price. Now, also we have another situation here. The situation is when the previous low is broken, that means the market has changed its character. From an uptrend, it has turned to a downtrend. That is a change in character. So now if you see here, the change of character, this is what they call it in different names. This is change of character. Okay. This is called change of character. So what happens is, when there is a change of character, you can look for the price to go further down. Okay. Now, does it happen every time? Does it happen every time? In this area, if you see, this theory has not worked. This theory has not worked. But the highs and lows, the marking of these swings are very important for our business understanding of our market understanding. Okay. Now, this is only going to talk about the direction. What are these swing highs and lows telling us? The swing points. The swing points are only telling us possible directions. It is not an assurance. It is a possible direction. We need to understand this very clearly. Okay. Now, when the possible directions have been given, you need additional data to see if this change of character is going to sustain. If the change of character has to sustain, then you also need momentum in that direction. You also need momentum in that particular direction. Majority of the trading systems in the world today, which talk about change of characters and swing highs and swing lows, all these things are not able to give you consistent profitable returns, because when the breakout happens, the higher high or the higher low or the lower low breakout happens, when the breakout happens, if there is no momentum, they call it as a false breakout. Right? This is where a lot of people tend to lose money. They tend to lose money because you have entered this trade, you would have entered the trade here or on when this high broke, right? From the previous high here, from this high broke, you would have entered with your stop loss at this level. Correct? That is how the system is taught for everybody in the market. Right? But what happened? The trade immediately turns back and hits your stop loss. Why did that happen? Because this breakout here on this candle did not have the required momentum. And how do we get that? That is the magic of VTR2. Right? You see, at this particular time, the price was in a trap zone. What does that mean? You are not supposed to enter the trade in this area. Correct? But we will look at the next scenario. We will look at the next scenario where the momentum started from this candle. The momentum started from this candle here. And the previous low that is from here also broke in a few days, and you see you made a huge profit in this area. Right? You made a huge profit in this area. That is because we are following the swings. We are following the breakouts. Breakouts with momentum is what is going to give money in your pocket. This is something which majority of the people do not understand, and majority of the systems in the world, the trading systems in the world, which people are talking about, you get a lot of, what should I say, knowledge-based videos on YouTube, which show you how to catch a trend, which show you, like, for example, I take a very simple strategy, something, and I would say, like, let's say, one of the simple strategies that are taught in stock market by most of the people, the simplest strategy they teach is the moving average crossover. Okay, let's say there's a EMA. We take two EMAs here, exponential moving averages. One will be 9 and the other will be 20. This is one of the most favorite moving average systems that people talk about. Okay. Now in this system, if I if I make it a little larger, just to give you an explanation, you should understand this, you should know this, because you are trading with your money, not with my money, right? If it is with my money, you could do whatever it is. But when you're trading with your money, you should know if the system is really working or not. Now, if you look at this area, if you look at this area, there are a lot of these. Now, what happens technically when shown in a video to encourage you that my system works well, I will show you a marking here. See, there was a crossover here. So you enter after the crossover. There was a crossover here. So you enter after the crossover. This is all good. This is given profit. This part also has given very good profit, right? Now, any layman, when he looks at this kind of a system, he will say, wow, this was a good profit here. Wow, this was an excellent profit from here to here. Okay, it is good to see. But what happens when the crossover is happening multiple number of times here? Did they give you the profits here? They were only taking your stop losses. That is because this entire area is talking about a trap zone where you're not supposed to trade. You're sitting with cash in hand here, so you have not lost any money. This is where these two trades profits is eaten up in this trade here, in about 4 or 5 trades over here. This is what you need to understand when you come to actual trading where you're putting in your hard-earned money and you want to make profits. You want to have that story of rags to riches. That is when you should know when to trade and when not to trade, right? Now, whenever you have a yellow dot, whenever you see a yellow dot, that is where you can get into your trades. This is one simple method I'm showing you. This is a very simple method. But at the same time, when I bring up in this indicator, we can do something even more interesting, right? You go to inputs and close the zigzag lines. We don't need the zigzag lines. We just need the breakpoints where the change of character is happening, right? The change of character has happened here. The change of character has happened here with a momentum candle, with a yellow dot. Yellow dot, change of character, you make profits. Yellow dot, after yellow dot, where is the change of character? The change of character, like this low, we can consider as one of the points because this was a green candle when you got a yellow dot here for a shorting trade. This breaks, you're in for a good volume trade. Now, anywhere in this area, you have been advised not to trade because this entire stretch is a trap zone. And you're not trading when there is no yellow candle. So that saves you even more money, right? Now, when you see a change of character here, right? A change of character. You see the price moving up and you have the yellow dots there. You see how easy it becomes for you to trade, right? Now here, there was a change of character on this candle. Now this changed. The previous low was broken with a yellow candle. Done. Now what we are trying to do at Visual Traders Academy is to make it easy for you to identify what are the things that we do in the VTR1 and VTR2. Let me just show you by putting up the trend, the background colors, right? And we are looking at the bar colors. Then we are looking at the London, New York sessions that we can have and a background plot. Okay. Okay. Now let's take this point. If you see the moving average crossover lines, they make no sense, isn't it? So we don't need these two. So we remove this and then we are looking for change of character, change of character. Where are you seeing a change of character? If it is towards the long side, it should have a green background. It should be out of the trap zone, right? It has made a change of character here. and it has become a yellow candle, yellow dot, right? Now, there are many people who think, okay, this is fine, but I lost, I couldn't trade this area, I missed this profits. Nobody in the world, initial stages, when you are new to trading, nobody in the world will be able to catch the low and the top. You have to leave something on the table because you need to know if the momentum is in your favor or not. So when you exit at the top, yes, that can be possible with our setup. Why we are able to end up at the top is because the M1 line is saying that it is matured here. It is come to plus 3.0. You see here, you know exactly when to get out. The moment it reaches that level, at the close of the candle, you can exit your trade. You're done with it, right? Or you trail the candle by candle stop loss and you would have exited at the virtually at the top, almost at the top, right? The same here, when you're coming down, you see every candle low you are following, you would have got exited on this level here. It is as simple as that to follow this system and get into the trade at the right time and exit when you're reaching the peak. So at least half the trend you're catching, half the trend, right? Assume that you have a river flowing next to your house. You can't have all the water for yourself, right? You will take as much as you can. You will take as much as you can. And how you're taking it is left to you. Correct? But you cannot make your own river and keep it for yourself or take the water of the entire river for yourself. It is not possible, isn't it? So the stock market, especially if you look at Forex market, it's a $6 trillion economy, right? It is $6 trillion. In $6 trillion, how much are you going to take home with you? Not much, isn't it? You'll not be able to take everything back with you. So look at the areas where you can get in and where you can get out. That is the most important thing that you should learn from this system. Now, this is it, irrespective of any chart, be it stock, be it an Indian stock, be it a Malaysian stock, be it a African stock, anywhere, stocks, futures, options, this system works fantastic on that. At the same time, this system does very well on commodities. Commodities is your gold. Right now, we are looking at gold and USD here. It works on gold and USD. It works in Forex market and it works amazingly well on your crypto market as well. Right? If you see the crypto market right now, there is a change of character happened here. It looks like Bitcoin USD. Bitcoin is doing, Bitcoin is not doing well, but USD is doing better. So if the USD is going up, you need to understand this. If the USD is going up, that means Bitcoin is going down. That means Ethereum is going down, right? You can identify those things like that. Now, as of now, the high level and the low level are marked here, right? If the low level breaks with a yellow candle, that means you're in for a shorting of this, selling of Ethereum USD, right? So USDT, there will not be much changes because it looks virtually like your US dollar. So you won't see very big movements here. This is on BNB, SOL, USDC, XRP. Now, these are all, remember, a one-day chart, right? This is a one-day chart. That is about 22 hours is this chart. Now, if we bring it down to a smaller time frame, like let's say, for example, we come to BTC USD. Let's say we come to a 15-minute chart. On a 15-minute chart, we see the momentum has started just now with the London exchange opening up. Then the next will be the New York session opening up. New York session opens up at 7 p.m. from our time, India time. You check it from your local time, right? So here, when we see the change of character is happening, when the previous low is broken, is there momentum? If there is no momentum, you will see the price turning back up again, and you will see that you stop loss, right? Uh, yeah. So now we can take it down even to further to even a smaller time frame. Let us look at a 5-minute time frame. It's the same system again. There is no change in the system as such. But here, if you see, there was a momentum here. There was a momentum that happened here. And you will see there are, let's say, one level was here, one level. So there were multiple levels to be broken here, right? There were multiple levels to be broken here. Now, when these levels started getting broken, you will see the momentum is going in your favor. Momentum has started going up in your favor because you had the yellow candle from where your price is in a positive side, right? So if I take it down to a 1-minute chart, see here, on a 1-minute chart, the previous high was here. The previous high, let me clear everything. If you see, the previous high was broken on this candle. Voila. That's your entry point. And what happened? You're still in the trade, right? I also keep talking about the teal color accumulation zone, right? Whenever you see a low forming on the accumulation zone, that says you can add your positions here. You can increase your position size. See, generally what happens is people first learn the wrong kind of thing, which we call as averaging. You buy the stock, price is going down, you buy more. It's going down, you buy more. So when it comes back up, you will break even early and then you will make profits if it continues to go in that direction. That is a very, very wrong concept. What you're supposed to do is when you are making profits, when you are getting into profits, you need to increase your position size. So where do you increase your position size? You can't increase it everywhere, no? The price will give you opportunities to re-enter the trade or add to your positions over and over again. Like, for example, this was one spot. This was the second spot, right? This was the third spot. It is continuously giving us information that it is going to go up, right? You will see these are the areas from where your price will start jumping out, right? So all you need to do is when this is happening, there is no trap zone here. If there's no trap zone, the momentum will be even higher. If there is a trap zone, you can start adding in smaller quantities. Now, apart from this, in our system, there are two major things or many major things that you will come to understand. In the virtual trader one, if you see, what are all these things that have been put up here, right? Let's go to the inputs. In the inputs, you can see there is a trend color, right? This trend color is for the trailing stop loss line. The trailing stop loss line becomes red when it is turning down and green when it is going up. So if I switch this off, it will be just a black color, black line. Okay. Now we have a trend color here. Then you have the Dow Jones zigzag lines. Now, if you want, you can use it. This is just, I've made this for you to learn, practice, watch on many charts how the waveforms are being formed. What are the highs? What are the lows? What are the higher highs and lower lows? Lower highs and higher lows. You have to practice this by watching it on many charts. Day in and day out, if you're doing this, you will become an expert in this theory, the wave theory. You don't go into Elliott waves and things like that. You just understand what is the high, what is the low, where are your swing highs and swing lows. Now, there could be a error of judgment when we try to do this manually. That is the reason I have included the lines here, the green and red lines, which indicate the higher highs, the recent high and recent low. So this gives you a fair idea where the swing highs and swing lows are. Why do you need the swings? This is the first question that you should be asking. Why do you need these swings and why are they important? Why are they important? Let's say at this level here, people think the price is so well placed that it is the right time to buy. Okay. Lot of buyers are coming into picture here saying that we should buy the price from here because right now it is fair price. It is fair price. What we do in stock market or even in a regular market, you go to wholesale, bring it and sell it in retail. That is when you make profits. Agreed? You buy in wholesale, then come and sell it in retail. If you buy it in retail and try to sell in wholesale, you are bound to make a loss. So the wholesale price now, they say this price is where the price is at a fair level. It is right time to invest. Okay. Now, after a few minutes, like this is on a minute scale, right? After a few minutes, there are people who thought we have made enough profit, so we should exit. Okay. They've thought it is enough price, we should exit. Now, when they are exiting, you will have what happened here. You got the sellers here. You got buyers. Buyers have come in here. Now, when the buyer comes in here, what will the buyer do? What will the buyer do is the buyer will have his stop loss at this level. This is how the big players trade, right? This is the stop loss for him. And this is where the buyers have come in. Okay, buyers with their stop loss here. Now, after a couple of minutes or a couple of days, or depending on the time frame that you are working on, there will be profit booking. One is profit booking, and at the same time, there are sellers who are coming in here. Profit booking means you're selling your position. You bought the position here and you're selling your position here. Now, when you are selling, the price is coming down. When the price is coming down, there'll be sellers who will say like, this is the right time to sell. So they will take new selling positions. So here what has happened, apart from profit booking sellers, you will have new sellers here. Now, when the new sellers come here, where will they keep their stop loss? Their stop loss will be at the swing high. This is where they will keep their stop loss, right? Now, I'm sure you're getting this point. Now, these people have a stop loss here. Now, the price came down 2 candles. Then buyers said, no. It is still a fair price. Let us take the price upwards. There are new buyers who are coming in here. What is happening here? There are new buyers who are coming in here. And when new buyers come in, where will their stop loss be? Their stop loss will be at this swing low. That is their stop loss. Now, what has happened? In a very quick succession, we have one stop loss here and we have one stop loss here. When the new buyers are more in number, They are breaking the stop loss level. So when the stop loss levels have broken, what will happen? The seller, the sellers, the seller's position will switch to buying because of their stop loss. It'll come there. Plus at the same time, there are new buyers coming in here. That is when this combination happens, that is when you are going to get huge momentum, right? So at this level, you will find your yellow candles, right? Or the yellow candle started and then there was a small swing here and then it started going up again. Same thing again here. Stop loss. Same thing again here. New stop loss. So what will happen? When the high of this is broken, when the previous swing high is broken, voila, the price jumps up. Right? This is how the market structure works. This is how the market structure works. Now, the same things happen even in a place like this. You will have multiple number of times the highs and lows are broken here. Agreed? Now, let me mark them. Let me put this. This is one high here. Another high is here. Okay, these are all swing levels. Now you see how many times the price has, moved on these lines. All the candles that have moved on these lines. So this is the place where majority of the newcomers in the stock market are people who do not have, what should I say, experience in stock market will start losing money. They will start losing money here. But our system is saying, do not trade in this range because this is a trap zone. This is a trap. Okay. Now, here you have the yellow dots. But the high of the candles never broke. So that means you didn't get an entry here. The lows did not break here. So you didn't get an entry here, though they had yellow dots. You had a small trade here, which would have ended up in a break-even zone, break-even spree. These yellow dots, the highs never broke here. So you didn't get into a trade. So protecting your capital, your system, the first rule, the first thing, what your system should do to you, what your system should do to you. The benefit of your system, sorry for my spellings. The benefit of your system, the first thing is it should protect your if this does not happen, then do not use a system that does not protect your capital. This is the first lesson that every trader should learn. You first make a system for yourself. The primary focus of your system should be to protect your capital. Once that is done, the second part of it, it should give clarity of entry, stop loss, and exit. If these two things are done, it is over. Your trading career is set. Only these 2 points. Your system should tell you when you should enter with clarity. It should tell you when you should enter, what should be your stop loss, and what should be your exit. If these 3 things are known before you take a trade, majority of the time what people do, they take the trade and then try to plan, how do I get out of this trade or how do I make profit of this trade? But if you know when to enter, if you have already planned your entry, you have planned your stop loss, you have planned your target, it's all done before you take the trade. Once you get into the trade, only 2 things can happen. Either it will hit your stop loss or it will give you profit. Only one of the 2 will happen. Correct? So your system should tell you that. Your system should be capable of protecting your capital, and your system should be capable of giving you confident entry, stop loss level, and your targets. Now, by doing this over and over and over and over again, what happens? This system will get into your system, your bloodstream, your muscle memory, your visual memory to such an extent that trading should become predictable and boring. The day your trading system becomes predictable and boring, that is the day you make very big money in stock market. I did not tell this. This was told by some of the top traders in the world, including Mark Minervini. They say if your trading system is so good, so practical, that it becomes mechanical for you to trade. It should be a mechanical system where it should become predictable and boring. That is when you will make money. If it is exciting, it will give you a thrill, but not money. For that, you can go on a roller coaster ride in an amusement park, spend your money, get the thrill and come back, or take your car and go at a reckless speed. When police start chasing you, you will get your thrill and adrenaline pushing. But then, if you want to make money, you should be calm, quiet, composed. You should know what you're doing, when you're getting in, when is the right time for you to exit the trade. All these things your system should be able to tell you. That is where big money is. So if we look at some cryptocurrencies today, we can look at right now Bitcoin on a 1 minute time frame. We are on a 1 minute time frame. You see, like, this candle was a yellow dot. This candle was a yellow dot, and the momentum picked up. The momentum picked up after it broke this low. Right. So basically, your system gave you a very good entry. You are still in the trade and you are in profits. Right. It's very simple. This is Ethereum versus USD. Right. We got an entry on this candle here, and the momentum picked up after this low was broken. You see how it is moving there. Right. You will know that very clearly. Now, you will say, like, I didn't know that I should exit here. Why did it went back up? What will happen to this trade? It's very simple. If you look at the M1, the momentum line 1 here, M1 is beyond 3.0, minus 3.0. Do you see here on the right side? Right side, okay? I will make it a different color now for you to identify. I have put 2 white dotted lines there. Let us take one here. Let me put that coordinates at +3. Okay. Then one more at, let's say, I'll take one more line here, and this is at -3. Okay. When the momentum line 1, let me make it even more clear and visible for you. On the VTR2, if you go to the, what should I say, settings, in the settings, you look at M1, you convert these both M1 into white line. Okay. Now, when the white line is come to -3, that means you should be trailing the candle by candle stop loss, candle by candle. So you've entered somewhere here. When you got this -3, your stop loss is on this candle. Now the next, it moves here. Next, it moves here, and you would have exited at this level. It is that simple. It is that simple. You're trailing the stop loss from candle to candle because your momentum line 1, M1, has crossed -3 level here. I think you can see the numbers clearly here. Yeah, -3. You see -3. It touches -3 and then it goes back up. It goes above my +3 and it comes down. Right? You can keep it. You can keep it a little bigger to see the trades clearly. Right? It will become easier for you to identify. Yellow dot, swing break. Yellow dot, swing break. Yellow dot, swing break. It should be so clear in your mind. Yellow dot, swing break. That is when you are entering your trades and exiting your trades. Exit, M1 +3 or -3. M1 +3 or -3. M1 +3, -3. You have to memorize this to such an extent that it becomes subconscious mind for you. You should know this like the back of your hand. Right? If you see, you know what moles you have, where your nerves are, all those things you can see at the back of your hand. Like that, you should be able to identify your from what we call VTR1 and VTR2. Rajesh ji, you have a question? Please ask the question in English.
I don't have a question as such. I just want to tell you, sir, that it is only 15 days that I have been using this system.
Okay.
I have got many advantages by using this system. Number one,
yeah,
I used to trade in for 3 to 5% per month.
Okay.
This is the first time that I have put aside 3 lakh rupees for this work.
Okay.
It is only 15 days that I have been doing this. I took that, you gave me that class of about 15-30 minutes on the second day or the first day. I don't remember that.
Yeah.
In the last 15 days, because I am a learner, I utilized not more than 50,000 rupees for the trades.
Okay.
And in the last 15 days, I have made 35,000 rupees out of these trades. Never in my life did I ever dream that I can make 70% in 15 days. Never.
No, on 3 lakhs also it's 10%, no?
Even on 3 lakh it is 10%.
300,000 capital, if you take, it is 10% returns that you've already made.
Yes.
15 days.
The second best thing that it has done, the kind of trade that I used to take, for out of the 6 hours, 15 minutes trading time, for 3 hours, I nearly used to doze off. Now I am alert. So at the age of 16, this system keeps me alert. That is the better thing that I have earned.
What is the time frame you are working on, sir?
I am working on 5 minutes. If you can just put on your video, I will show you.
Okay.
I have a television there. I have a laptop there. I have an iPad here. A message that I wanted to pass to everybody who is listening. And one more message. I could have utilized the entire 3 lakhs, but I have not done it because this is my first month. Second month onwards, I will increase it to 1 lakh. Third month, I will increase it to 2 lakhs. And then once I become a pro, I will utilize the entire amount.
Okay, on this 5-minute time frame that you are working on, what was the instrument you were trading majorly?
I was majorly trading on Nifty, Bank Nifty, and Financial Nifty. That's it.
Okay. Excellent. Excellent job.
So this is the message that I want to pass to everybody. This is the power of this system.
Excellent. Excellent. Super. So any questions from anybody you can ask me before we can wind up the system today's session. Any questions you can ask me, Jonathan?
Good afternoon or good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
I actually want to say thank you. I have always been saying thank you to you because this is an amazing software and this is amazing platform. In fact, ever since the very first time I came in contact with this, starting from your presentation, the software and everything. In fact, I have been using it since the day I subscribed to this, and I have been using it. I have been trying it with this is my Dome account, and that is by using Bybit. I have been seeing a massive result. Now, thinking of putting in my real cash, like enough money to start up with, I believe I can't be able to lose her because the system gives you the direct indication when to enter the market and when to exit. And to make it more simpler and so very simple to understand the system, and you find out that yellow dot alone is something. When you just look at that yellow dot, when to enter the trade. Either it's short or long. It gives me, in fact, I have enjoyed it. I can't lie. I can't hide it. I have enjoyed it. I have been sharing my secret testimony with Mr. Rajan. He can tell you this. He will confirm that.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Great, Jonathan. Great. Yeah.
Amazing, Jonathan. Amazing.
Yes, Suresh, any questions, any doubts you have, Suresh ji?
No, so far, no.
So far, no. Okay.
Nothing at it.
Great. Madam, any questions? Any doubts?
No, sir. All is
No.
good.
We will do
Yeah.
another session for you one-to-one.
Definitely.
Then
Thank
you
you
can
so much,
ask your
sir. Really
questions.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, sir. Mhm. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Kumar ji?
No questions, sir. I'm okay.
Okay, fine. So we'll catch up today evening, 7 p.m. for the New York session.
Yeah, the 7 p.m. is India time,
India time.
and
Yeah, sorry.
following the Malaysian time, following the Nigerian time, everybody can calculate. And I've already put in the Zoom meeting. So 7:30 means 10 p.m. in Malaysia time, and it is 3 p.m. in Nigeria time. 7:30 is India time. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone to participate today, and we'll see in the evening today. Okay. Thank you. Have a nice day and great day. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.